What's up guys, welcome to another YouTube video. About to hit a chest workout and kick off the video that way. A little different than normal. Normally I'm in the kitchen, but let's get after it, toss around some weight, and then go hit some miles and get into the video. So let's do it. So how I warm up is I just put a plate on each time. So start at 135 and then 225. It's a bad day to be weight. We're going up to 315. Put some body fat on, feeling stronger, feeling better. We're gonna get into our working set. We have 315 on the bar, and we're gonna just see how many reps we can get it for after the show. See if I lost strength at all, but I'm just gonna take you guys through chest workout. But I'm excited to see like what I can push. So let's get into it. Before we go into our next endurance event or whatever we choose to do, powerlifting, bodybuilding, I have some work to do. I lost some strength. I used to be able to get that for 10, but when you go on a cut, you're bound to lose some muscle and strength. So just happy I can rep 315 still, but happens to everybody. But the worst thing you can do is give up, just get back in, keep training, train hard. Let's get it. Alright, so after we hit our compound movement on the bench press, go pretty heavy. I always say that because you got to give the muscle a reason to stay. I think like providing the heaviest exercise you can go on will ensure that you keep on the muscle. So now we're going to go into cable flies. I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to hit like a mid-level, low level, and high level. And this is one of my favorite exercises to really develop like the full chest and hit all angles and just like maximize hypertrophy. So that's going to be next. So heavy on the compound, switching it up. Instead of going to dumbbells next, we're doing the accessory cable work. So yeah. Alright, next we're going to go into dumbbells. It's a bad day to be a weight. You already know we're going over hundreds, but feeling really good post-show, putting on some fat, training like an animal. So reminder, it's only heavy if you tell yourself it's heavy. In your mind, just think you're a weapon, diesel build. No matter what weight you put on yourself, you'll get that shit up. So hit the dumbbells. This whole workout I've been doing 4 sets of 8. So I started out with the hundreds, and then did 2 sets of those, and then did the last 2 sets of 80s. So I dropped set just to make sure I'm still hitting 8 reps and getting a really good squeeze, as you guys saw. So yeah, that's pretty much it. We're gonna do incline flies on one of my favorite machines here. All right, so we wrapped up chest workout, hit the flies. That's a bad time to be somewhere else. So we're gonna go rip a run and then eat a good meal and sit down and have a talk. So let's get into it. So just like that, we wrapped up 4 miles. Let's see what the pace is, 8:55 minute per mile. So a little different. I have a water bottle, not coffee. So anyways, I'm gonna talk to you guys about how I reverse diet. Let me fix this real quick. How I reverse diet and how I structure everything going into and out of like a diet phase and going into like living day to day normally. Gonna be honest with you, last year I struggled. I binged hard. I had a lot of issues recovering from the diet. Basically, you cut down, you get to body fat, you hit the goal, and you're like, okay, like now I can have my treats and shit. And then you have one treat, and you're like, oh shit, like I crave more. And I'd be perfect all day, and then at night I would just like constantly like eat so much, and before I knew it, a month later, I was 20 pounds up, like legit 20 pounds, not just water weight. Like I was 20 pounds up in a whole month. And I was like, this time around, I was like, I can't let that happen. So what I learned was I was self-sabotaging myself. And I know a lot of people can relate to this. Like you do great all day or you do great all week, and then the weekend comes and then you're like, yeah, I gotta go crazy. I deserve it. Or you're like, at night, like I used to do, it'd be like, okay, you're perfect all day, and then for some reason I self-sabotage myself. I'd go crazy at night, and I was like, why am I doing this? And I realized it was because, one, I didn't believe in myself. That like a lot of times when you're hungry, like your mind first is like, I gotta eat. Like it's natural to think that way. It's completely normal. But a lot of times too, it's just like that instant gratification, like I need this right now. When in reality, a lot of times you don't. You're just bored, or you just kind of want that like dopamine rush, which makes sense. Like I'm right there with you. Sometimes I have a late night snack, but what I'm going to tell and share with you guys is the way I've went about it this time is, yes, I have had my late night snacks. I've had my cheat meals since the show, but the thing is I keep it not just in moderation, but also healthy. So, for breakfast the other day, I had protein pancakes instead of a whole thing of pancakes. I got a candy bar the other night because I was hungry. You don't eat the whole box, you just eat the little bar, That's where I went wrong. Like you don't have to, the food's not going to go anywhere. The food's not going to run away. You're not going to be in a scarcity thing. You got to just remind your mind that, because your mind dieting, it's thinking that food is scarce. It's not. That's why you're hungry a lot of the times. So it's just like you got to be mindful, like, hey, that food's not going to go anywhere. Like I don't need to eat the whole box right now. I don't need to have the whole freaking serving of crumble cookies like I ate last year. I cannot, like I still feel like I'm burning those goddamn calories off. Like so yeah, it's just like self-control and realizing that a lot of times your mind just wants dopamine. And I also learned too that like eating late at night is just not good for your sleep. For me, I have a watch, a Garmin watch, and it tracks my sleep, and I noticed that like I have terrible sleep if I eat a lot at night. So that's like another thing that I like kind of weigh in, like, hey, is it worth like not sleeping good by eating this? And a lot of times, most of the time, the answer is no. But like I said, the best way to come out of reverse is to slowly titrate your calories up, mainly from fats, and then increase your carbs. Just because when you do a show or you do like a hard diet and you're eliminating carbs, your body's super sensitive to carbohydrates. So like when you do consume them, it fills up your muscle glycogen and it can make your hunger super, super crazy. So I adjust the fats, raise the fats, so my fats are more satiating, so it keeps me less hungry. But if I just raised all my carbs and kept my fats low, one, I wouldn't feel as good. And two, I'd probably be ravenous, because I can, and anybody else can go eat a shit ton of carbs, but eating a lot of fat and protein is more satiating. So it's like choosing those things. And lastly, I want to say is you got to control what you can control. In my apartment, like I went and had like 3 or 4 meals off plan, 5 meals, but it was a bowl of oatmeal and honey, banana. What else I have? I had yogurt, honey, banana, yogurt, almond butter, peanut butter. It's just literally like fitting the things that you know that you like and make them healthy. Like, so for example, like I would love to eat a cookie, but to me, like honey and oatmeal and peanut butter and a banana is more satiating. And the next day I'm not gonna feel like shit, so I'll be able to burn those calories off. Whereas a lot of times, like, yeah, the calories might net out the same. That peanut butter bowl with oatmeal might be the same as a cookie. So people be like, why don't you go have that cookie? But for me, I think there's a huge difference in the nutrients and the kind of food you eat. And also the next day, I know how I feel. Like I always feel great after I have like healthy, lots of food at night, rather than going like binging on like freaking like shitty food. So I'm 210 right now, stepped on stage at like 205. So I'm only 5 pounds up. I'm gonna try to get down to like, I think like just cause my body absorbed a lot of water from dehydration and stuff. I think my true weight is at 207. So we're gonna try and chill around there, but overall stay really lean, and I'm gonna try and stay lean for a while, just because I love it. I love training as a hybrid athlete. I like being light on my feet. I like being healthy, strong, and feeling good. So yeah, I hope that like just me being like completely honest and vulnerable with you guys. I struggled with eating a lot. I used to, but I feel like I have the guidance and the respect now to share with you guys what I learned. So the food's not going anywhere. Don't eat like an asshole. Treat your body as it deserves. And if you mess up, get back on plan. Don't try to compensate. That when you try to compensate one way, you're gonna get the other result. It's just drastic one way, drastic the other. So just keep that in mind. Balance is key. And yeah, so hope you guys like that. This is the next morning, and I just hit my morning run, and I didn't get to show you guys my new shoes. I forgot to put it in the video. I'm editing the video right now, so I'm gonna show you guys the shoes that I got, because I've been getting tons of questions now. These are my favorite running shoes yet. So I've tried the Hoka Cliftons, I've tried the Saucony Endorphin Speeds. Now, the Hoka Cliftons were okay. The Saucony Speeds were a little better. Now, I think I found the cream of the crop. And it's the Gel Nimbus Pure Gel 25s. Asics make them. They're amazing. Like the gel in them, like you can literally see the swoosh. The bottom tread's amazing. I'm gonna show you guys what they look like here. So when you get a running shoe, you always want to size up. So I got a 12.5. Normally I'm a 11.5. So I got a whole size bigger, and I've noticed such a difference. I didn't used to do this until like a year ago. I didn't know that was a thing. But yeah, these are the Gel Nimbus 25s. And like this insole here is like super good for like ankle support right here. And then just like the cushion on these are crazy. Like it's hard to tell from the video, but there's just so much rebound, and it almost like pushes you forward too. So yeah, these are the Gel Nimbus 25s. I definitely recommend them. This video is not sponsored. I'm just trying to help you guys. So yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna wrap up the video here. A different kind of video, just something that I wanted to, talk about my diet, talk about some things that I learned through reversing, and overall just live your life. Don't go too crazy in any aspects of your life. Just be disciplined overall. Discipline equals being happy because you're in control. So as long as you're in control of your life, your feelings, your emotions, and your eating is a huge thing. Your gut controls your mind controls your body. So super important, and I just want to share that vulnerability because I once didn't have that. So with that being said, like, comment, subscribe, stay corn-fed. Catch you guys in the next one. Drop whatever video suggestions you want in between this time of not training it for anything, just like some genuine videos. So yeah, much love.